Good morning, Jonny here at One Match Stream, and welcome back to a new Walt Disney World travel series. Happy New Year! If you're new and you've just stumbled to this very small corner of the internet, hello, my name's Jonny and I make videos from Walt Disney World, other Disney parks and Disney Cruise Line. Some would say I'm a dot within the YouTube world. If you know, you know. But today's travel day and a start of a new Disney series. I'm heading to Walt Disney World for the next 10 nights, staying at All Stars Music, flying with Virgin Atlantic from Manchester Airport, and if Disney rides, parks, shows, dining plans, snacks, bar crawls, and so much more sounds right up your street, this might be the vlog for you. So, without further ado, I'm going to stop talking, and I think we should head to the airport, and I'll tell you the rest as we go. Settle in, let's go on another Disney trip. So the purpose of this set of videos as well is, I'm going to try and give you as many Disney tips and hacks as I can, and I'm not pretending to be any kind of expert, let me put that out there. However, this is my 8th trip to Walt Disney World, and I think it's my 14th Disney trip if you count Disneyland Paris, Disneyland Resort, and cruises and stuff like that. So I'm not pretending to be an expert, but I'm going to try and give you as many hints and tips as that I wish I knew in the beginning. So if you're a experienced Disney goer, drop comments down below and let us know your sort of tips and hacks. But if not, I hope some of these prove out well. But disclaimer, if they don't, please don't come for me. But I'm just finishing packing. So, like I said, I'm flying with Virgin Atlantic. And with Virgin Atlantic, you can take in premium, you can take in a checked luggage, you can take in hand luggage and a small bag. So I'm just finishing off packing that. So this is my current hand luggage. In here, I've got anything that I don't want to go missing. So if you've not seen my June trip with Aer Lingus, check it out. But anything I don't want to go missing, so anything sentimental I want to get again, like my raincoat or the cap, stuff like that, magic bands are all in here, plus a couple of outfits should I need it. And then my main luggage is looking quite full, if I'm really honest, at the bottom anyway, so I'll use packing cubes, I've got shoes and stuff, and then don't worry, I've got plenty of room here for other bits and bobs, so yeah, that's the current state of affairs. So I agree, it does look like I take the kitchen sink, but it is January, so weather can be up and down, so I've got plenty of layers. But also, I just like to make sure I've got enough. But there are lots of room for merchandise, so don't panic. But yeah, I would, if you can, take the maximum allowance. So I do take the 2 suitcases. I am there for 10 nights, but it's worth it. So check with your airlines, because you might be able to take more than you think. Okay, taxi's due in about 20 minutes, so we better head to the airport.
I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, cause I'm gonna...
And welcome to Manchester Airport. Check-in complete. I've just dropped my bag off. So I did a last minute upgrade. I've upgraded to Premium Delight. It cost me £49 this morning, but the flight is really full. And I'm hoping, as it stands, I'm on my own, so I'm hoping it stays like that. But with Premium Delight, you do get a few perks, extra legroom being one of them, but you do get to use the premium drop-off. It was really quiet this morning, to be fair, but it is January, it is a full flight, but I did get to go straight through. And you also get premium boarding, so it was worth kind of paying that little bit extra, hopefully. So I do have a lounge booked this morning, so I'm going to head through security. So I have fast track security, it costs £5, so I just booked it when I bought the lounge, and then I'll show you the lounge, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about the flight. But we are on an A330 Neo, which is the new plane, so it should be, hopefully, a nice flight. Let's head through security. Security complete. It took a grand total of 5 minutes to get through, and it was the new scanners, which was nice. I didn't have to take the world out of my rucksack, which is very much appreciated. Okay, so literally I've been at the airport probably 20 minutes. I've dropped my bags off and I'm through security, so I'm going to head up to the lounge. My flight's at 10:05 this morning. Fingers crossed it's on time. I have the 1903 lounge book, so I'm going to head upstairs and I'll tell you a bit more about it. I cannot wait to get on this flight, and I cannot wait to get to Orlando right now, because this is going to be a fun trip. Okay, so the 1903 lounge is just located just behind me. I think it's adults only. It is classed as the VIP lounge if you read Manchester Airport's website. It cost £49 per person when I booked this one, so it is the pricey one, but everything's included from food to drink and 2 hours, so it means that I can relax and I'm not wandering around trying to find somewhere to sit, which I'm greatly appreciative of. But like I said, it's going to be a long flight today. It's down for 9 hours and 55 minutes, but so the extra leg room I think I'll be really looking forward to, but I can't wait to land and get to All Stars music, and there's just a lot to look forward to. So for now, I'm going to head into the lounge, grab something fizzy, and have some breakfast. Let's head round. 1903 lounge, we have a bar in this area here, lovely views. We have a second bar just here. I am talking quite quietly, so if it sounds a bit muffled, that's why, but there's a large selection of drinks available, from champagne to bubbles to beer to sweets and wines and soft drinks and juices. And then we have hot breakfast items over here, and then a tea and coffee facilities on this side. So I'm going to grab something to eat, and I'll see you in a minute. So while it's quieter, we have sausage, we have potato tots, everything's underneath, but I have to say everything was very nice. You can't complain, and there's plenty of it, lots of different condiments. On this side we have fruits and granolas and bits like that. And on this side, all the cakes you could ever wish to try. So we've got croissants, nice cakes and treats, pastries and cereals. Okay, I am done in the lounge. I have to say, I think it's worth the money. If you work out the cost of breakfast in the lounge, in like just any of the kind of venues here, a couple of drinks, I filled my water bottle up for the flight, it all adds up. So for £49, I do think it's worth it for me. However, I do appreciate that if there's multiple people, it probably does come in at a price, so it's very much down to you, but I recommend it. Some of the reviews online talk about how the food could be hotter. I agree. Clearing the plates, but if I'm being picky, that's that. So far my flight's on time. The terminals have just come out. Feels very busy, so I'm just going to have a quick wander around, and then it should be time to board the flight. To the plane. We're in the old section of the airport, so it's a little bit of a walk, so make sure you give yourself plenty of time, but should be on time, and we're heading around there now, so let's get on this plane. There's one thing I will say about Manchester Airport, especially Terminal 2, is you can have quite the walk to your gates. So in the lounge they was making an announcement to say that some of the gates are a 20-minute walk from the lounge, so I came out 10 minutes before because the gate info was kind of ready, because I like to be early. I'm one of them, but now just walking along the long corridor to the gate. Okay, here is our plane. Every time I try to vlog, they do an announcement. So for all you flight buffs, there are only 5 Neos in the fleet. They're their newest aircraft to join the fleet, so we're going to board soon. For those of you that didn't hear me then, so for you airline buffs, we are flying on the A330neo. They're new to the fleet last year. I've not got the name yet because I can't see it. However, there are only 5 in the fleet, so quite excited to board this plane and see what the new class of Virgin Atlantic look like. I just passed an Aer Lingus plane. I've tracked my luggage, it looks like it's on this flight, unlike when I flew with Aer Lingus. Not bitter at all. Before we take off, I'll just show we have lovely big screens. The leg room is really, really good. Like, so much leg room in here. We have the usual bits and bobs. We have a plug down here as well. I think the screen's the biggest bit. No one sat there at the minute. Hopefully they won't be. I've got the usual pillow and blanket and stuff, but nice view of the plane, wing, and yeah. I like that we have USB and the earphone plug there, but I can't believe how lovely those screens are. So I'll show you the other bits and what's on the entertainment system when we take off. I have to say I'm really looking forward to this flight. Like I said, we've got the usual blanket, pillow, earphones, which I'm not going to show you because they're the usual, but I'm looking forward to taking off now. All so far is on time. We do have to de-ice, and according to the app, there's no one sat in that seat, so I should have a really nice, pleasant flight. Also, this is now my way of vlogging, because at least you should be able to hear me on a flight, which is new. So we're just about to take off, but they are currently de-icing the wings. It's pretty cool. I've not seen that done for a while. They're just spraying each of the wings. Apparently it's 0 degrees this morning, so... And now it's time to relax, to take off. These flights, I have to say, are lovely and just lit so nice. Okie dokie, let's check out the new system. So this screen's huge. It's much bigger than it was before. It does have the flight time in the corner, so 9 hours 40. We should be about 20 minutes behind where we was landing, so not too bad at all. Movies wise at the minute, there's plenty on board, I have to say. One thing I do like, and I am going to compare this ever so slightly to Aer Lingus because it's the only other long haul company I've flown with, is that you can like things and favourite them, which stops you going through. Other airlines don't do that, but I do like it. So there's a few bits on here. You've got some Christmas bits on as well, some kids stuff, so like Beetlejuice. Some I don't really know, if I'm really honest, but there's also some classics, so obviously Deadpool and Wolverine, Despicable Me 4, Elf's on, and a few other bits. Apparently Fly Me to the Moon's supposed to be quite good, so I've started that. I'm going to do Forrest Gump as well, and then also there's TV, there's audio, there's games and various different things, and should you wish to, you can go to the flight map, which does kind of give you your destination, and there's different options of like how you want it displayed. So the map of the world is a little slow. Don't know if it's just because of like how it's working, but you can see we're flying to MCO and we're currently over here, so we've got a long way to go. So like I said before, it is quite a long flight this. Normally it's a little bit lower, but just under 10 hours shouldn't be too bad. 30 minutes behind where we were meant to land, and they said it should be quite a calm flight, but there may be some turbulence, you never know. So I'm just going to wait for cabin crew to come round. I'm definitely going to have a gin and tonic this morning. So far, Manchester Airport was really good. The boarding has been great here with Virgin Atlantic. This seat is really comfy and the leg room is fantastic. So far, I probably would book this over premium economy again. We'll see how the rest of the flight goes. But these new neon planes are just phenomenal. These screens are like sensational. So I'm just going to relax, and then I'll update you once drinks and snacks arrive. So quick snacks just arrived. We have some snack bits, and I've just gone for a gin and tonic. It's my usual take-off ritual, so it's nice. I'm just listening to music at the minute. Nice views from the window.
Okay, so food has arrived. Two options today. It was sausage and mash, which I've gone for, which looks very nice. I normally go for the pasta, but I'd heard a good thing. So the sausage and mash, you get a bread roll, you get a salad, cheese, biscuits, a chocolate pop, and a drink. So I'll let you know what I think at the end. It looks quite nice actually for plain food. Okay, we're 2.5 hours in. The food wasn't too bad, if I'm really being honest. It was probably one of the nicer meals I've had on a flight. The cutlery, though, if Virgin Atlantic ever watched this, the cutlery is a pain in the arse. It's just not even functionable half the time, I don't think, but we're moving along nicely. If I show you out the window, we've had a little bit of turbulence recently, but it's all pretty clear out there. We're just over the ocean, and 7 hours and 23 minutes to go. I'm going to watch a film. I did just nod off, and the seatbelt sign went on and woke me up. So we're currently right over the Atlantic Ocean. So quite a long way to go yet. Pretty turbulent all of a sudden. So much so that the cabin crew have been asked to take their seats as well. I know it's all very normal, but struggling to overcome. Bit of turbulence, alright. Oh, bloody hell. The wind's flapping like anything, and I thought Big Thunder was close this trip, but maybe not. This will be a fun one. Halfway through Forrest Gump, I've never watched it before. I've had to actually start watching the film because I can get a little bit, I feel a bit sick when turbulence kicks into this point. So I've had to turn the film off because we're bouncing like Billy-O at the minute. Fingers crossed it'll calm down shortly. But yeah, if you feel a little bit of motion sickness, I do recommend sort of stop watching the film and just look around the cabin and look out the window, because it works for me. But so far the flight's been very, very nice. Don't know what happened with that then. But yeah, it's been a nice flight so far. Hopefully it'll calm down and relax a bit. Seatbelt signs back on, but I have just noticed we seem to be taking a much longer route. I know there were 2 routes down, but normally you go kind of as the crow flies. So we took off, and normally you come down this coast and down, whereas we're currently flying over Bermuda. Just as we flew over Bermuda, the seatbelt sign went on. So unless I'm wrong, I do think that this is sort of the B route, which is probably why it's took us a little longer, because it is 10 hours, but we have just hit the 3-hour mark. So I've basically got a flight and a bit to Mallorca, to go. I'm not going to lie to you, I am getting a bit bored now. It's 7 hours down, but I am watching the Traitors. I've just done 2 hours of it. I've got another 2 hours to go, which means not long, hopefully. One thing I will point out as well is there is a plug down here which is labelled as a universal plug. However, I have an iPhone with fast charging plug. It doesn't fit, and there's no USB-C ports. So it's great that it has a universal plug, but I'm not too sure what plug would actually fit in the bloody thing. So yeah, so I won't get too excited because most of us probably have iPhones with the fast chargers, which is not ideal, but it's alright, it's charging, so it is what it is. Anyway, I'll go back to the Traitors Season 1 and hope that nothing more happens as we fly over Bermuda. I'll let you know. Okie dokie, so we have the afternoon tea that's arrived. I have to say they are getting a little bit more stingy than what they was, but we do have 2 sandwiches. As I've said in previous vlogs, I do wish they'd have a plainer sandwich, but we have a scone, some cream, some jam, and a little chocolate biscuit. So, and I've gone from a orange juice. So we're just coming in Woods Bounds now. We're 1 hour and 38 minutes, so not too far away, and it's just very cloudy outside at the minute, if you can see, but not long to go. And with that, we're done. It was all right, the afternoon tea. I'm not going to rate
the colouring competition.
Colouring
Captain
competition.
asked you to hand any completed entries in to a member of the cabin crew.
I didn't do it.
Galley areas.
Back in a minute.
That will be very much appreciated.
As I was saying, it was okay. It was a cheese and pickle sandwich, which was alright, and I don't know what the other one was, but I didn't try it. The scone was... well, it's gone. So, we're about 50 minutes from landing now. The weather is a little bit iffy. It is January. There could be some showery rain, but the hope is straight through MCO, down to Maze Connect, over to Disney's All Stars Music, and then I am meeting my friend there, who I'm spending the next 10 days with. She's staying at Wilderness Lodge, so I'll be checking into All Stars, and then I think we're going to either meet at Wilderness Lodge or the Magic Kingdom, but we'll decide as the day goes on. I also need to try and do an Instacart shop as well, so lots to do, but I'll just be relieved when my luggage is down. So I'm going to pack everything away now, nip to the bathroom, and get ready for landing. It was a long flight, but economy delight is the chairs are comfortable, the leg room's great, the flight's been lovely, these new planes are lovely. It's just been a long flight. Other than that, it's been very, very enjoyable. Just not the whole 10 hours of it. Well, let's get ready for landing. I am finally here. Immigration, I used the app. A little bit of confusion, not as smooth as in the other terminal, but I do think I got through quicker than I would have done if I went through normal immigration line. Baggage took about 50 minutes to get through immigration, 5 minutes for my bag to come. Straight on the monorail, and I'm in the terminal. I can't believe it. The flag is somewhere here. I'm going to go and get Maze Connect, and I'm just happy. The carpet. I know that doesn't seem like of any sort of relevance or importance to a lot of people, but the carpet. Yeah, it was a good flight. I'm glad to be here. I feel good actually. I don't feel tired, considering. So I think that's kind of it. I'm just having a bit of a blank. It's over by the SeaWorld shop if you're heading. For those of you that need your fix of the MCO carpet and tiling, you are welcome. I was wrong. I will have put in the clip there. So it's a good job I asked, because I don't know if I put in that clip that I was just about to head down on the SeaWorld side, and I did head over there and I just saw someone. I thought, this doesn't look right, and in fact I was right. And this is, I've done this quite a few times. and it just shows that nothing's ever perfect. It's B. You're looking for B. B for bloody idiot. If you can't find B, look for the Universal shop, I think is on this side, not SeaWorld. But we do get to pass the Disney store and the wall. Oh, look at Epcot. Oh, Magic Kingdom. I'm hoping to be there tonight. But we're heading this way and then down 2 levels. There's nothing quite like the sound of wheels on the tiles at MCO Airport. Once you've dropped down 2 levels, you're going to head straight the way down, all the way to Mears Shuttle Connect. For those of you that don't know, Mears Connect is basically a paid-for transfer service. It does Disney, I think it does Universal and some other resorts. I think it's about $16 per person each way, so very much depends on how many people are coming. For me, it's a bargain. I've always found it really great service. I've never had an issue with them. I always book returns, so yeah, I'm so happy to be here now. I just can't wait to get to my resort. But we're just going to head right the way to the very end and then check in. So you check in here, you get a QR code that's sent to your email and text, and then they'll tell you, so I'm here for All Stars, Animal Kingdom and Coronado Springs. There's a few people in the line, so fingers crossed that means that my bus won't be too long, because if you're the only person in the line, you've got a long way. Sorry to disappoint. Hoping you can hear me, but I'm on the bus, so I waited about 15 minutes. Ooh, that sun's bright, but it is a bit chilly, but the airport was really warm. I waited about 15-20 minutes for the bus. Pretty long queue, so fingers crossed. Once everyone's on board, we should head to Disney. There seems to be a lot of people for All Stars as well, so I'm hoping I don't have to go all the way around the houses before my resort.
And we're getting closer and closer. Let's get ready to celebrate. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Disney World.
And I am here. Do you know what? That didn't take long at all. It took 25 minutes to get underneath the Disney sign, and then we dropped off at Animal Kingdom and then here, so not long at all. Probably about 45 minutes, which is really good. It is so nice to be here. I just made sure that my magic band's working with my room. Luckily it is now, because it wasn't before. And I'm going to head, and then I'm literally just going to quickly freshen up, because although my friend Linda's flight has been delayed, so she's not going to be here for some time yet, I mean my other friend Mark, and I think we're going to go and grab a bite to eat, so I'm literally going to chuck things in my room when I find it and go from there. So let's go and find the room. So here we are at All Stars Music. I'm not staying in the jazz section, but look at the sky. It's a really nice evening, and I have to say it's a chilly temperature, but it's a nice temperature. I'm over in the Broadway section, so I'm in the back building over there, so I'll just nip round. I've been in the Broadway section once before and I love it. It's just so colourful and nice. I'm in building number 7, which has got Aladdin, so it's very nice. Okay, and I'm on the first floor, so I need to head to the middle to grab a lift. And I'm all checked in, and the room's lovely. I will give you a quick tour, but I'm not going to go too much into it because I've done it quite a few times. So let's spin this round. So as you can see, it is very much set out. So we have a Murphy bed, this is, so this pulls down, but obviously for me it is table and chairs. On this side we have fridge, coffee making facilities. We have a trunk. In here is the safe. Lovely bed. Cool artwork that I always like. Then in here, if I find the light switches, we have a bathroom with a bath and shower, and sink area, and cupboard spaces. Very simple. It's like I've done before, so I'm going to quickly freshen up, see how much I can unpack before Mark arrives, and then head for some dinner. It's going to be a bit more of a chilled out evening to start this trip. Walt Disney World today is on, so happy days. I'm just really, really glad to be here now. And within 30 minutes it's gone dark. I literally have been in the room 30 minutes, if that. Just waiting to meet Mark, and then we're going to head and grab some dinner, which is nice. I think I've just managed to unpack most things. It's actually quite a pleasant temperature. I've changed into jeans, and I've got a fresh t-shirt, but still got the same fleece on, but probably didn't need it. Although if you was in a park, maybe you would. It is going to be unseasonably cool this January over the next couple of days, but tonight it's quite a nice temperature, so I'll just hang here and see you in a minute. And if by magic I'm back, if I'm being honest, I'm sorry I didn't vlog any of that, but basically I've not seen Mark for months, so it was very nice of us to have a catch up, and sometimes you just have to put the camera away. We went to, I think it's Miller's. I had a chicken zinger melt. I will have a picture here. Johnny, please remember to put that in. It was amazing, and I had lots of ranch sauce, which I have missed. Sean, sorry. But I'm back now. It's 9 o'clock, and do you know what? We went to the shops. I got some bits. I got some caramel M&Ms. I got some beer for the room and some Pringles and stuff. So that was good. Saved me doing an Instacart order. So happy days there. And it was the most chilled out night one of any trip I've done, because I've not even been into a park. But I am going to walk up because I want to pick up my refillable mug, because I have the dining plan this trip. So I'll tell you that as we walk up and pick it up. Sounds like a plan. And I do need a drink, so we'll walk up and get that. And I'll tell you about the dining plan before we finish travel day. I am starting to flag though, I have to say. Before we go anywhere, look at my Walt Disney World sign. These were Christmas decorations from M&S, but they add a little bit of extra sparkle underneath the telly, which is very nice. Very happy with that. I mean, some people might say that it's a bit cool in the winter months, especially in January, but I do love this temperature. It is going to drop down, so it's currently about 18 today. But it is going to drop down to about 13 over the next couple of days, which is a bit cool, don't get me wrong, but I'm planned for it. But I do love this because it's just, unless you're stood waiting for fireworks, which I get, it can be a little bit cooler, then it's just such a nice temperature to be around. And I mean, I've only got a t-shirt and a fleece, so I wouldn't exactly say I'm wrapped up. I do have jackets and scarves and stuff with me for the next couple of days, because the humidity does bring the temperature down a little bit, but I do love it. It's just a really nice temperature, and I'm just so happy to be in Florida again, like just walking around. And I am all about a chilled out evening, it turns out. Just relaxing. I'm ready for a shower and bed, because it's starting to flag a bit, not gonna lie to you. So, like I said, I have the free Disney dining plan, which I will fully explain next week. So check back next week to day one's vlog, because I have a whole thing about it and how I'm going to use it. So come back for next week for that. But it does mean I get a free refillable mug, which I'm going to pick up, which entitles you to obviously refillable drinks and stuff like that. So I'm going to head in and pick that up, and we might have a wander around the shop while we're here, because it would be rude not to. So we have Maestro Mickey's is the gift shop here at All Stars, and it has all the gifts that you may want. So you have your park essentials, which is the park and play stuff, which I do quite like, to be fair. They have specific merch. It's turned out into a bit of a resort, all this. 2025 merch, plushes. different levels of apparel and bags and shirts and jackets and you name it. They pretty much have it. And then right at the back we have like a grocery section where you can get essentials. I'm gonna have a bit of a wander. So you can see I got my refillable mug. Would have been, I think it was $26, but with the dining plan it comes included, so already making my money back if you watch next week's video. I didn't film in there because, much like a couple of years ago, I seem to have planned my trip in line with the cheerleading competition, so the resort is heaving currently. I mean, don't let it put you off, because although the resorts are full, it's at a very specific time of the day, and it's also Martin Luther King Day tomorrow, I think, so it's technically a holiday weekend in the States, so the parks and the area is naturally busier as people will leave tomorrow to head back, so it is just a little bit busier. So I didn't film in there, but I am going to head back to my room now, because it was absolutely heaving. But I've got American Fanta, so happy days in that respect. And with that, I'm going to finish the vlog. Like I said, it's been a long one, but I'm here in Walt Disney World, and starting next week will be the start of the full vlog, starting with Magic Kingdom. So tomorrow morning we're off to Magic Kingdom. We're going to be trying to ride Tiana's if we can get a virtual boarding queue, as well as all the classic rides, maybe Tron, various different bits and bobs, and then tomorrow night we're off to the boardwalk, and then we're down in Epcot, so it's going to be a fun one. So like I said at the beginning, if bar crawls, snacks, Disney food, rides, shows, fireworks sounds right up your street, then please do hit that subscribe button. But I hope today's been a good travel day. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I've given you a few bits and shared it as much as I can. But I'm about to shower and then pass out because I am shattered. It is 10 to 10, so I've been going quite a long time now. So all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for joining me on Travel Day. I can't even speak now. Like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you guys next Sunday at 5 o'clock for another video here at One Max Dream. The videos are back. See you then.